Good morning, Ruby. Ruby's an ad, so we're not getting started yet. We'll wait patiently.
This town certainly has changed.
We can do a quick mic check, watch the kitty explode. Thancred. Yeah, he's got a gun. Wait, no, it's a sword. Some kind of gun sword. You can see me. Yay. Here we are at the Crystarium. There's some kind of bunny. And that's a good place to stop. All right. I shouldn't do the intro yet. I should get in the game and then do the intro. But yeah. Well, known fact, I try to leave my getting started screen up for 3 minutes so that when the very first people pop in here, like, they're not missing anything. It's how much time I give myself to, like, prep the stream. Where am I going? I'm trying to find my way to that thing. Oh wait, this might be our last opportunity to hear Lahi. I can't ride on a chocobo. I am losing my mind on how I actually get to where I'm trying to go, though. This is the way, right? This is the bridge. Yeah. This isn't Lahi. This is where you pluck cat girls out of the live stream. Also, it's weirdly tilted. But anyway, maybe you missed me saying good morning, Ruby. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. It's not long until your surgery, right? I say it's mid-August. Like the 15th or something like that. And until then, you're just in tremendous pain all the time? Doing okay? 10 more days to go? 10 more days to go. Okay. So it's like August 9th. Try to remember that. Alright, we need delicious orange juice. Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We just watched this cat girl die and come back to life. It was very quick this time around. She does that sometimes. Though recent events plainly warrant further discussion, I think it best that we wait until Alpha and the others are present. Emmett's sulk included. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to Fanow and make certain of the Eulmoreans' withdrawal. After that, Slitherbow. Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. It is dark out. That's new. Yep, all the pain and time. It's August 10th and your surgery is scheduled. Now, I know life is unfair. Does that mean, do you have to go to work during this time? Or do you get like some time off for like medical leave? Like, I know a lot of people can't take being bedridden. But, you know, for me, that would just mean lots and lots of video games. I feel like I would be not thrilled by it. Taking 2 weeks off. Nice. Since you work online. Gotcha. So, despite being in tremendous pain, you've been able to work this entire time. That's actually the saddest thing I've ever heard. Doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like you're being thoroughly supported in your time of need. I feel like if someone's injured, regardless of whether or not they are capable of doing their job, they should be granted like some leave to recover. But I don't know, I'm a crazy radical like that. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I'm pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. The death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hope that the ruins we've devoted our lives to guarding would forever find purpose. Yeah, here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries. With your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the V's, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. Thank you, Scottish Ewok bunnies. I appreciate you. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Kitana Ravel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble. But we do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean that our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. Hi Ada, hi Old Man Windbreaker. Is Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbow shortly after he set out. If you would like to return to the Knights Blessed, we would not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Thank you, Almet. I look forward to the day we share more than a leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will await your return then. Yay! That's going to be a fun good news, bad news for Cat Boy. And Cat Boy returns to Slitherbow, and he's like, I've got good news and bad news. The bad news, Matoya is dead. The good news, she got better. Well, you do get to sit in a comfy chair, and it has a footrest you can use. I've got comfy chairs, too. I mean, I don't have, like, the best chair. Word on the street is you can't do better than, like, a Herman Miller. But I also can't afford a Herman Miller. And so I've got, like, a Sherman Tiller. You know, from, like, Target. But it's still pretty good. There's a drop for gift subbing on 14. Just FYI, it gives you a rainbow horse. What? Okay. So you're waiting until you pay the mortgage before you go gifting subs. Good idea. Now, hold on. How many gifted subs does it take to get the rainbow horse? 3. Okay. Because if it was going to be like 100 or something, I'd be like, don't waste your time. I won't reach that number unless you drop 100 gifted subs. And then I'd be like, don't do it. But if it was like 6 and you gifted 3, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I might reach that number. You can also sub yourself and then gift 2. Ooh, nice. Going somewhere. Why not travel in style? Yeah. Alright, hang on. We got options. We could walk and hear Lahi. Or we can fly and hear Nahi. Alright, we're gonna fly this time. Because I want to see if Lahi comes up in the air here. Oh, you won the small house plot on your ward in Primal Hyperion. Yeah, I saw in the Discord. Congratulations on becoming newly broke. Alright, I need to look up things about the rainbow horse. Like, I'm curious, is that like a... It's not gonna be like a streamer only mount, that would be insane. So there's gotta be like another way to get it. Because I would feel a little bit weird if I had like a privilege mount I was showing off to everybody. Nah, I get a code. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Runar. Everyone can do it. Do you get the mount as well? If I sub or gift subs, yes. Nice.
For wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Eulmore soldiers, more importantly?
Amazon Prime subs don't count? Ooh, okay. Anonymous gifting subs doesn't count either. Gotcha. I think there might be something you need to enable on your end. I'm not much for the... not knowledgeable for the viewer side of the things on Twitch. I need to be.
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, When the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say, but please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark. This I swear.
You know, Catboy's actually got some riz. I think he's actually got a shot at Matoya. Talking like that. He's not coming off as desperate. Letting her live her life. Like, I can tell they like each other. But yeah, that makes me happy. So, I hate asking people for money, especially if I'm not providing enough value in return. You know what I mean? And so, like, Twitch subs are, like, one of my favorite ways to get money. Gift subs are my second favorite. I like the idea that you are getting no ads in order to watch me. I think that is a fair value. Part of me regrets ever clicking, like, the affiliate button. Like, I could have had no ads this entire time, and then everybody could have watched. But at the same time, if it wasn't for that affiliate button, maybe I would have stopped streaming. Like, I'm a little bit delusional. I had to believe that one day I can do this for a living, and I needed to open some kind of revenue stream. Prove that was possible. Yeah, gift subs are probably my favorite way to give me money. Because that means not only do you enjoy me, but you want to help the community enjoy me too. But if you throw in like a drop for gifted subs, like a sweet rainbow horse in Final Fantasy 14, makes the deal even sweeter. And so it makes me happy. There's another incentive. Like, YouTube keeps trying to get me to push memberships. But like, to push memberships on YouTube, I have to like withhold content or something. I have to make my own incentive for you to get a membership. Now I don't have that. Got like emotes that can be used in my channel. And I don't know if they're worth like $5 a month. Anyway, Ishtal, what's up? Baguettes. Blood tomato juice. Pixie apple pie. Nut bake. I actually like all of these things. Been looking for the Final Fantasy cookbook. It is supposed to be in my library. I went to the spot on the shelf and I couldn't find it. It said it was in. Though it pains me to leave, it is time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I'll wait you in my chambers. Man, not in front of Runar. Bloop. Is there a bed in here? Asking for a friend. I guess it's back there. Or I was wondering if this was like a bunk bed situation, but it's pretty tight squeeze. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Rak'Tika Falls, I fear they may prove true, and so I must share them with you. When we met at Fort Gone, your aether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light, not unlike the Sin Eaters. And when you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Hydaelyn's blessing, rather it was absorbed into your being. Arianje also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I'll join you. Okay. We at the entrance of Slitherbow. I'd love to. We can get the Lahi. Lahi. I'm gonna miss you, Rak'Tika Woods. I imagine we're not gonna stay here, but I also don't know where we're going next. Like, I think we've gathered our party, and so we can venture forth. Oh, is the Lahi just gone? Because it's nighttime now. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, they replaced it with Matoya's theme, which is a banger still, but I'll miss you, Lahi. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Yeah. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? You dropping some bagpipes in Matoya's theme? I'll not deny there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. I but pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come on. We must return to the Crystarium. Are you really all the way to the Crystarium? I'm worried I'm going to teleport there. And what I'm going to see is that you're halfway there. But we're just going to put our faith. Like, we dropped money to unlock this. Like, real money to drop the Menfina's earring up here. So that, like, we could grind levels as a black mage. Because it was pretty rough Not gonna lie, from 60 to 70. Look at these people. A bunch of friends in a cutscene together? All things considered, it's hardly surprising that Alphino and Alisea have yet to arrive. But where's the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see you all again. Alphino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you brought word of the warden hiding in Rak'Tika? You're gonna do a couple of roulettes in your homeworld. You have like 16 sections of MSQ to go before you open something up to run. Oh. I have 16 sections of MSQ to go before I open something to run. Talking about the twinning? I have no idea. Bound and slain, you say? Should have known. Yep, no, not the twinning. Okay. Eulmore has but recently dispatched to all corners of Norvant to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Great Wood. Speaking of Eulmore, what came of your meeting with Valkyrie? Yes, about that. It proved to be... Sorry, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower is clearly taking its toll. No doubt you're all tired as well, having traveled so far. We take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings. I thought to propose the very same after your clash with the warden. You deserve a chance to recuperate. Settled then. We reconvene after everyone has had time to settle in. You have your trust peeps to run with it. You'll be fine. So like a real special dungeon coming up, huh? I mean, 16 sections of MSQ. When you say sections of MSQ, you don't mean like individual quests, do you? Because that would be relatively soon, but like 16 sections, I assume means like all the rest of Shadowbringers and like all the subquests, and then being in Endwalker for a bit. Every time you get a new gray MSQ. Okay. Okay, that is relatively soon then. It's just the next dungeon, basically. Welcome back, sir. Returned from a lengthy excursion, I take it? Well, your room has been made ready, if you care to retire. Yeah, alright. Very good. I pray you sound sleep and pleasant dreams. Give me the baguette. The area looks so pretty. That is one thing that I've been really impressed with about Shadowbringers. Like, it's got Elden Ring levels of art direction.
Inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
I suppose there's not to do but rest. Diet and exercise. Omega-3 fatty acids.
If they're not asking you to fight, they're telling you to rest. Which isn't to say they're wrong. You'll need your strength for what's to come.
Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
Yeah, your god is just as pointless as all the others. I mean, she did give me superpowers, so she's probably a little more chill.
Don't mind. Lies the Ascian stock in trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbough look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, it felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
Meanwhile, in Garlemald, a long way away. It's been a while since we checked in on these guys. What is the Stormcloak place called? Stormcloak Village?
What did the scouts have to report?
The Winterhold? I don't think so. I think that's the Mage College.
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear,
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, there is work to be done.
I was like a video game reference in my Final Fantasy XIV, but then I remembered that games existed before video games. It's always a bit melancholy to remember.
These bloodless games make for poor sport.
It's sad to remember that sports exist and have existed since long before video games. It just kind of reminds me that I am stagnant as heck. I should probably use these muscles.
Mayhap if father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend.
I mean, I recognize his voice. He's not fooling me.
I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
I mean, I'm trying to think of all the people who fought with a katana that we've met so far. It's pretty much just him, right? Like, it's not Gosetsu. Although, what if it was? Hi, kitty. Or is it Gotetsu? I think it's Gotetsu. Ah. A lovely sunny day. You obtain 2 baguettes. Love that for me. It makes me happy to see people traveling through the game. This guy's got a kitty too. Oh wait, I don't have a kitty. I've got a wind-up Tonberry. And I will forever. What is this music? When it rains. Okay. What is that? We got a light gremlin? I suspected you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of sin eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Yes, I thought as though you might feel that way. And I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents. But you are under no such obligation. As free to aid in any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The Excedra tends to be the point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you were to offer succor to those there. Alright, I'll give him some succor. Maybe a Tootsie Pop. I mean, it is dramatic music, and I'm like, what's going on out here? You gotta show me a cutscene of people running for me to believe it's an emergency. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Old! I've only just returned from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by... I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin eaters. I was treating Crystarium moments as if they were like a singular concept. Where are they coming from? It shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. Well, it's daytime. Perhaps you've heard of it? Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me, you have some idea why this is happening? I may, but for the moment, we need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well. I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the thing over there. That thing. I got a little ahead of myself. I accidentally pressed A. It's just so exciting. Whenever I hear the word ensconced, I am thrilled. Alright. Batten down the hatches. I get emergencies like this at work sometimes. You know, where I'll be Alpha No, and I have like a choice between explaining how and what to do to other people or just dealing with it myself. And it is really, really painful to know what to do and take time to teach somebody else what to do. Almost always the right thing to do. But like, you can step in, you can be the hero, be like, I did all the anchors myself, and everyone will like clap and cheer. Despite having very little ideas how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. One of the hard things to do in an emergency is to get people to believe what the emergency actually is, though. Like, you can be like, you need to throw all these anchors. And they'll be like, yeah, but this thing is glowing. This red light is flashing down here. And you'll be like, that's a symptom of the problem that is solved by throwing the anchors. Throw the anchors. Be like, yeah, but we should investigate. I'm like, yeah. Well, anyway.
Senator sighted! They're coming!
Very cool barrier.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
That's good news for the Crystarium, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Is there a way through the barrier? Or does the barrier only work on Sin Eaters? We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw is any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. Rawr. Oh man, they are having a rough time, aren't they? Roar. Oh man, they're getting Sinate. What lovely weather, just what we need. Means the battle has already begun in earnest. Let's make haste. The Standard forces are engaging the Sin Eaters in various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Sin Eaters before they're decimated. Alright, but before that, we got a carbo load. Let me eat these baguettes. I hear shouting, come on!
Give it your all.
They need our help. I'll be fine. Could you target maybe somebody who deserves to die?
Help is at hand.
Whoop. Oh, that guard's dead. Okay, he's not dead. Good for him. Who do we help next? Do we just let that guy handle the bear? I guess we're all doing fine. Those eaters, they're moving for Rak'Tika's round. Radisca's round? Should follow, but we cannot neglect those in need. I mean, we could.
Leave the healing to me.
Leave the healing to you. How come you weren't doing that mid-combat? Leave the healing to me, he says. The guy in front of him bleeds out. Do we get to fight that bear? Yes. If it's bad here, I shudder to think what it's like elsewhere. Whew. Fumbling through these sentences. Timely arrival, old I have my hands here. Mine own magic shall suffice to aid Y'shtola. I bid thee, do something else. Offer succor to the guard. I got you, guard suckers. Am I supposed to target them? I feel like I couldn't. Aether something something swells. There's a bear on me. I gotta stay in the in the bubble.
You will rue the day you crossed my path. It was not.
Are we good? That's an impressive trick indeed. Yeah? As if you've none of your own. Let's make for the imperative, should we? Oh, is that where we're going? Hustle, hustle, hustle. Someone hath made short work of these sin eaters. Oh, is it the bunny? Show us a cutscene of the bunny, like, just wrecking these fools. Hold, you'll be glad to know the locals have taken shelter. Okay. Nevertheless, we can't allow the eaters to gain any ground with me. Forgiven disobedience. Disobedience is always an interesting sin. Like, my kids are super, super disobedient. Like, about as disobedient as you can get. Damn it all, we're too late. I'll follow the eater. You press on to the imperative. Alright. I'm staying with you. We've lost too many already. We must hurry. Yeah, who cares about this bunch? These eaters are too organized. They cannot be merely acting on instinct. It is as we feared. Our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. Drive out the sin eaters. Yeah. Yeah, I got this. What am I doing? Oh, hi there. Somebody else in range? I feel like I'm wasting my precious ley line hitting one guy at a time. I don't think I'm hitting that guy over there, so we swap to the single target.
On your feet.
Alright, now come some delicious cowards. Whoop. Let me get you over here. Because I think positioning matters slightly. What are these guys attacking? Oh, like these guards. Okay. I thought I killed that bear. Alright. Have care, that's no ordinary sin eater. Forgiven hypocrisy. Now that's an interesting sin. Okay. Do appreciate people keeping me alive. Somebody's healing me. Assume it's Urianger. Kitty. I'm being attacked. Being attacked by a cat in real life. Wow. Okay. AoEs everywhere.
I will not be outdone.
I feel a swell of aether gather around you quickly. Okay. Forgiven Venery. Okay, now Venery is a word I haven't heard before. What's Venery? Is that just weakness? Like venerability? Is being too weak a sin now? Who am I fighting? Clavicular?
If mortals will suffice, my strength is yours.
Hey, everyone, channel your aether into Alice A. Oh, damn.
The stars shall grant me succor.
Let's give them a show.
Am I supposed to... I didn't know if I had to, like, pat LSA on the back or not. Whew, we did the duty.
There are so many. Ah, God damn it!
Save the bunny.
Leader! Yeah. Lena, hold on.
They turned on me.
Oh. Those were your dudes.
This one is mine!
Having a pretty rough time out here.
We need only hold out a little while longer.
Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Run! Run, damn you!
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back.
Help! Help! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
This is me and my boys. Hi, kitty. My kitty's also a sin eater. He's just a bunch of sins, and he eats things. That's right. Yeah. Don't you eat the sins? Yeah. Those are some good meows. I'm sure they came through on the mic. Seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain anyway. Times like this, I wish I was a flesh tuber. You can see this kitty, like, perched under my arm. Like, it's really quite a treat to have a cat as a gaming accessory. Like, he just sits on the lap, he meows occasionally. He doesn't actively lick me. He sticks his tongue out and then, like, jabs me with it like a spear. And then when I stop petting him, he starts swatting me. He's like, love me. He's adorable. We're about to play the game that he was named for recently, or soon. Well, a game called Coldcept is coming. My kitty's name is Baldanders, after one of my favorite monsters in that game. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning on assisted moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through, gods know I am, but if you could see to a few patients, would be an enormous help. Yet Melina is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Hi, kitty. But yeah, as a matter of fact, we are going to play Coldcept tonight. Coldcept the First. It's a Sega Saturn port, and so I expect it to be hideous, but like, it's Coldcept, so I also expect it to be good. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes upon you. His finger twitches as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. He seems pretty chill. Hello, Pollard. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. My turn, please. Please kill me, I beg you. The name Pollard reminds me. I need like a fake name that I can use for like RP characters. Like if I'm just a human being. The one I have like on tap is like John Sugar. But there's got to be like a better like real name that sounds like sugar, right? Like Stuart, like Stuart, but sugar, you know? You're off to bed now? You stayed up way too late? Well, you have pleasant dreams then. Hello, guard. What are you doing down there? Target is far below me. Yeah, he is beneath me, isn't he? Hey, buddy. Missed you on the front lines. Don't touch me. I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them. I know, but... Okay, maybe I didn't miss you on the front lines. I thought that was going to be like a deserter. For sure. Oh, is this the person you killed? We have a good day, and you'll be back to stream tonight? I sure will. Hope you enjoy me tonight. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
Your voice sounded really familiar just then. Like, what other things have you been in? I'm fine. How are you feeling?
Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
You alright?
I am fine. Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most.
Okay. Okay, yeah, this is what fine looks like. I agree.
So far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium! The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and sin eater might live in peace and harmony.
It's like I forgot I can call lightning down from the heavens. Blimps hate that.
Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. But it's only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Welp. Ding. All right, are you done lying around? Valttry's ship is already gone. How flattering. He came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Outburst? Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect my performance of my duties, especially not right now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf. I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred, in particular, sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. Not be surprised if he were in Spagrix still? Please give him my thanks. Spagrix. Spagurix. Spagir. It was spelled like lyrics. Yix. So Spagix. Spagix. Alright. Speak with Thancred, and Thancred is all the way towards the Crystarium. We shall travel by bird. Bird me. Oh. No, not Fort Job. Although I'm wondering if that was closer. I think the Crystarium's closer. I can dismount just above them. Because it looked like the thing I needed was just outside the gate. But that was a fun little quest. Morning, old man Sugarheart. Good morning, 10 days. I hope you're doing well. Whee! Okay, the quest is in the Crystarium. You're okay? Try not to die on the roads? Almost got sideswiped twice in 2 days? Well, shoot. Don't be typing in Twitch chat while driving. My first advice. I get it, you're not driving. You wouldn't do that. No, I'm home. That's what I thought. But you know, I gotta make the disclaimer As much as I appreciate the support, don't watch my content while driving. And I promise I won't make the content while driving. Alright, where... I'm trying to find this guy. Where's the door to the thing? Seems like I want to hop up here. Go around the outside. The Spagyrix. Spagyrix? I'm wondering if the G has some kind of special pronunciation. You're here for me. Sorry to put you through the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow. The healers have done wonders. More worried about Minfilia. She's not taken to it well. Can I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out have seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium. That's a horrible name to call her. Ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil, but just talk to her, will you? To the Hortorium. Oh, I get it, like horticulture. I was like trying to piece the words together. I'm like, all right, she's collecting herbs at the Hortorium. I'm like, surely there's a deeper meaning. They didn't just arbitrarily name a building the Hortorium. One of my friends is a horticulturalist, and I'm going to have to ask her now, has there ever been a building involved in your work called a Hortorium? All right, how do I get there? Can't jump this. Like, I think I'm very confused. I think it's underground. Whee! Excuse me, is this the way to the Hortorium? Ah, little chickens. Alright, yeah, the Hortorium's definitely underground, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Ow, I broke my legs in the Hortorium. Ophelia appears lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention. How about a nice shove? Appears to be lost in thought. Oh, okay, so the box didn't count, huh? Okay. Poke, 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 poke. I can pet her. I can clap her. I can point her. There we go. No, that's not poke. This is a poke. Hey. Oh, I didn't target her. Hey. Eep. Oh, old. What are you doing here? Poking? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now... my fault. And you'll be wanting to get those herbs to the healers. Oh, what have I done? I promised I'd be right back, and yet here I am. Know that I need to be better. I'm only allowed to be part of this because I'm Ophelia. I need to be more like her. All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. You're right. I can help still. Only by seeing these herbs safely through to Chesamil. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low. I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I'd hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something soft with leaves that's very fragrant in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. Only 2 spregs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesamil, or whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you. Appreciate the help. It has soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. These herbs are also verdant. Soft leaves and strongly medicinal. Alright, nailed it. You had trouble finding these, did you? I'm actually kind of digging this area. I mean, close enough. Yep. I forgot that you can use those little things to like teleport around town. I mostly prefer to walk. Like maybe I don't in Ul'dah, and I think that's like the only place where I use crystals to travel. Ophelia told me you would be bringing the rest. I thought I was rather speedy. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our stores of medicine. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. Wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. Patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. We're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. It seems I owe you an apology for dragging you and yet another battlefield. You to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagrix in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Sorry, I was getting distracted. I keep thinking of the word Spagrix. I'm wondering if we can refer to the doctor here as the head spag. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter of to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see, he was on the battlefield with me. Only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was so beautiful, he told me. So glad I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vol 3 said is true. Our losses were just are just deserts. Are just deserts. And we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. So, I've heard just deserts before, but just deserts? Have I been saying it wrong this entire time, or is he wrong? Has no one corrected a typo in 800 years? Or is this like, you know, the desert of justice, you know, where we live? But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what we've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in, please. We'll tell him. You have my word. Bow, 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 down, smell. What happened to the sick Shadowbringer's guitar riff? Yeah, have some orange juice. You should stop drinking by the time the orange juice wears off. Sorry, stop streaming. Did I say stop drinking? New hat. If you're ready, why not go ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the XR company while I fetch Alphino. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find. So we shouldn't be keeping you too long. Be sure to pass the message, eh? Hustle, hustle. Oh, I was running on baguette fuel. Not orange juice. I should have let it wear down a little bit. Trying to min-max my food usage while clearing my inventory space. I wish food just stacked with other foods. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you. Though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief. And even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. You got some time before the others arrive. You want to talk about your feelings? And if I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know. Now, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Eulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Lucia.
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
So we take a couple-week vacation.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation, but it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be?
Emotional distancing?
Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
Welp. Are we doing this? Sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. I mean, how much of a rush really is there? Take your time, chill out, do what you can, well rested and well fed. It'll all be all right. Like, this really is like the first idea. I mean, shouldn't you be able to figure out where the Light Warden is by, like, triangulating the movements of the other Sin Eaters? Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. There's got to be another way. I was just saying that. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger. Strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe, too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It's your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that. There's something I neglected to mention. I saw an Eulmore ship coming in to land over Armorang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Valtry's forces to Rak'Tika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right, now Nabetharang lies in the southern reaches of Armorang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Sook. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Infilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yeah, that's the more well-trodden path, and it makes for easier traversal. The Nabath Severance. But we can't use it. we did, we'd need to cross the Seventh from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. The Eulmorans caught wind of our approach. It could well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients. We can be sure their activities would not meet with Valthry's approval. We make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of the Amber in the west, I will draw the Eulmorans' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east you know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have a chance of reaching Nabath Orang unopposed, and without risk to the civilians. Cannot deny that it's a sound plan, nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I'll accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Valthry's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best we all follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. Right? We'll borrow a fuel ammo for our journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Aye, aye. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. All right, let's go, boys. I don't know why you're coming with me, but welcome. Hi, kitty. You're still a little early for breakfast. It's about 10 minutes too early. I know. Life is unfair. So hard being a cat. Ow! He threw a rock at me. Hello, Thanky. There you are. Gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. All the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point. But we have more... Sorry. But we have more than enough reason to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? I'm fumbling with, like, the tone of a lot of these messages today. I am a tired man, just kind of overall in general. But I don't see any time to rest today. Like, it just doesn't seem to be in the cards for me. Like, I got a full day of work ahead, followed by making dinner for the family. We're having burgers. That can be wonderful. Making burgers is... well, it's always a treat. They're so easy to make good burgers. It's just salt and pepper. That's all you need. Oh, off so soon, Master Sugarheart. You barely had time to recover from this battle. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you. Toasting the bun helps too. Keeps it from getting super soggy.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garik lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
And the kobolds are down there. Mines of Moria, maybe? Ah, those are adorable iguanas. This place has been scarred by the flood, too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it's mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. Give me my hat. Ooh, that hat sucked. I take it you are seeing what I'm seeing, but like iguanas? Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck. Especially given our recent fortunes, but you won't hear any complaints from me. See if the folk who live here can tell us what is expected from the road ahead. That's a fanciful old west village. I once visited a ghost town that looked like this. Yeah, kobold buddies. Ren, Gon, Zun, and more junk monger. Hey Zun, how are you? You sell? No, you are no merchant. Then why do I know your face? Oh, I remember. You spent Vobert gold. Such a coin purse cracking. You are a legend among Mord traders. You're a traveling merchant then. Can you tell us anything in this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garik. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After not so many. No, now none. So, Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post, very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves, if we continue south from here. Will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed mines surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed ruins, or collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even. The friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. Oop-a-doo. I'm just looking around. Rill. Wish to go to Nabath-Rang, There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there's nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt its rusted wires would bear your weight. Hastily take down a memo regarding a gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. This door is closed. Hey, Gon. What is going up? So you are minding the Tauntauns? For Nabath-Rang, airship is best. Nothing faster than an airship. Eulmorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. It seems somewhat superfluous to do so. You dutifully make note of Gon's words. So really, we just need Sid to be transported here. See a bowl. I guess the other one's got to be hiding behind one of these buildings, right? They do like to hide them in the corners. Question the Mord of Garik. Ah, seriously, where is he? Is he up here? Just lizards up here, right? There's a guy. I don't see anyone on the roof or on the horizon. Yeah, I'm guessing it's got to be this guy over here, right? It is not. Leave no stone unturned. Out the front gate? Alright, what is this ridiculous hide and seek? Parkour. Ball's got nothing for me. I see Zuns. Ah, this door did open. Thought I checked all the doors. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabath-Rang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. Used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind the gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. Take down the information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment, or stuffing it unceremoniously back in your bag. Old, I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabath-Rang. Eulmore in presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently there's an army definitely in Amarang. There have been no sightings of Eulmorans at the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alice's plan is borne fruit. Did you have better luck finding a route forward? Yeah, I got a few. I mean, I talked to 3 people. That helped. You only talked to 1. So those are our options. Well, what do you think? That's the trolley. Does seem to be the least risky of our options. I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a little bit more about before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zun can offer some insight. I wonder if there were actual options there. I wish there was more path splitting in games like this, but I know there can't be. But like, kidnapping an airship would be great. Oh, whoops, I should not have started this mission. I do not have time for this. Oh, valued customers, where were the other mort of help? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, fashion, they told us of a trolley that runs to Nabetharang at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yeah, the gate, you see, it is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos, that had opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Biren Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I will see the miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Biren then. Let's hope that someone there will answer our questions. Got sucked into the game and forgot I worked today. So I accidentally accepted a quest. It's fine, it's fine. The kids are asleep. Getting off to a late start. They must be exhausted. Because normally, they have no plans. They wake up extra early. Like, I've noticed that unfortunate truth. They've got like school or something. They're gonna sleep in as long as possible. But on days when it's like, no plans, they're like up at 4 a.m. It's just how kids are. The scale of this track is impressive. I'll give them that. We only need to follow it until it comes to the mines. Ow! He tongued me. I was only a little into it. What is his name? Borusakos. Borshakos? Porsche. Unpronounceable. Did you need to stop? You could log out of the quest, right? Log out right in front of the quest. That's what I usually do. But I forgot to do that. I accidentally started the quest. I could, drop it halfway through. Or drop it at the beginning of the quest. Like, there's nothing stopping me from clicking over there and abandoning the trolley problem. And then you can start it from scratch. But I'm going, yeah, you know what? I've been caught. I want to play the game. You got me. I know ways around what I've done. I gotta admit it, I just enjoy video games. Can't stop. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are right here, just as Zun said. Fortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. Might wait for Zun Zun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. View something near the entrance to the mines proper, caught Urianje's eyes. Maybe meet us there if you find anything. I mean, you know, it's just like me to be like, oh no, I accidentally started a quest. How terrible. Guess I'll have to see this through to the end. Alright there? Sleepy? Hello? Conspicuous cup. Cup is slightly warm, and with a fair amount of tea. Steeped over long, if the color is any indication, remains within. Hello, Coyote. There's a gnome. If I didn't know him any better, I'd say he's trying to hurt us. Am I in the wrong place? Ah, there's the trolley car. Bench within suggests that it must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Now that's some classic Shadowbringers rock and roll. Ah, old, what hast thou discerned? I see, indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. Let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for the switch tracks look like they were in good condition. Thought I could move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It's my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to the golems of the source. Nor doth it appear that to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and his fellows now lie lifeless and broken. I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of a Talos, even if thou wert some able to unbar the trolley's path, you must still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Old, I do believe you'll find the person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouse on the northwestern side of the tracks. Aye, aye. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. So weapons drawn, huh? That's how we're doing it? See you suspicious, man. From the top ropes. Wicked White, where did you come from? Never mind that. You have no business here of that, I'm sure. Alright, I'll set you on fire. Like, just a little bit. I got cooked. What are you? Well, he's dead. You in here? Does this door open? Nope. Good to hear. You two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. You honestly look like we need to steal? What, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not a merchant. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Staff, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto the world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time itself. Wow. You mean me? Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. I mean, he clearly meant Hurianje, but if anyone's here, an ancient sorcerer older than time itself, me. You only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I'm the bodyguard of a sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain to hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. God's grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabeth Orang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. The trolley? The trolley. Should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. Yeah, we all love talking about the trolley. We're both engineers in training. In fact, Jerk and Taff at your service. Sorry, Jarek. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. Oh, that one I burned to death. And before you ask, yes, it's true. that there's little in need of transport these days. That's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to the dust. The mere sight of its traveling in the track once again would make hearts sore. Mark my words. Hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Was there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or put pieces together? Slight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand he's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. Suppose you could speak with him, if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well, our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right, looks like you'll be following us back to the Twine then. Is the Twine a city where we can rest? Alright, I got a new shirt. I mean, it's a good look. Honestly, it looks great. But you know, I gotta put like actual black mage colors on it. Where's authored blue? Alright, that's a pretty good look. Yeah, I'm happy to wear that for a bit. Okay. So they want to take us to a place. And that's the Twine. Okay. We're gonna go there ahead of them. Get the waypoint and sign off. Question is, how do you get there? You just follow the tracks, huh? Honestly, that's probably where we should have started. For an uninhabited place, this place sure is habited. Okay, it is a bit of a jog though, I will admit. Is this not like the proper way to get here? I see an actual road to the south, but this looks way more convenient. I said to the south, meaning down. You ever read a map to somebody and say you want to go up here? Debitage. That's a cute name. Alright. First things first. Amaro Keep. Oh, shucks. We have an Amaro to hire if you're interested. Actually, before I forget, let me add your name to the register. That way you'll be able to come back here anytime you like. Come back now, you hear? Need to touch the aetherite. Had to give him an old Westy voice. There we go. We exist, and we're in a restful place so we can sign off. How come it is... Is that a cloud passing overhead? It got dark for like half a second. You get up here where there's a better view. At the very least, some shade. Oh yeah, this looks like a good place to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm having a good time. We're doing things. We're progressing the story. We're feeling reinvigorated in our purpose. And it seems like there are 2 places left to visit before we take the fight to Eulmore? Shrug. I don't know, it's all so exciting. Thank you so much for watching. Please stick around, I'll find somebody to raid. Oh, and come tonight to see me play an old game called Coldcept. They're porting the first one to Steam, and it is gonna be a treat, I hope. It was good enough that they made a second one, and a third one, and a fourth one, possibly a 5th one. Hard to keep track of them. They kept releasing them for platforms nobody owned. Oh, hi, kitty. But I definitely played the PlayStation 2 one and the Xbox 360 one. The Xbox One being the best one, and you don't have to play them in order. Coldcept Saga is the Xbox One. Alright. Now let us find the people. Who are we raiding today? Let's see. Nova Star's playing some Repo. Give her a raid again. She's pretty chill. But I like raiding Pescalm down. I want to support her in her re-twitchening. Like, I think she's a good streamer. I think she's got potential, and I hope she sticks with it. She's done it once before, but I don't know. She just has cool vibes. Have a good day. Bye-bye.